Hi guys, it's been a long time again. This is just a quick update really. A few people have been asking about the cabinets now and now I've got them in and the lights are on. I just wanted to show you how the room is coming on. So without any more delay, let's take a look. So just before I get in close, I'll just give you a quick pan round. So these are the cabinets. Each one of the cabinets has got 4 lights inside. I'm still not convinced of the layout at the moment. I still might change things around a little, but this is how I've got it set up at the moment. I suppose my biggest regret really is that the tall cabinets I've got there, I didn't originally have them illuminated, and I really wish I had done now, because as you can see with the internal illumination, it really does bring them to life. What the lights do is not just obviously make them more visible, but it just adds shadows onto each of the figures, and that just makes them in turn look a bit more realistic, I suppose. Good old Frankie. You can see what I mean there about the lights. You know, by adding the lights, it just adds a bit of shading to the face. Ash and Lara Croft. Good old Darth Vader. Oh, by the way, you can just pick it up there. You can just see the Darth is actually missing one of those silver pieces on the one side of his mouth. Unfortunately, when I moved into this house and I unpacked everything and then I cleaned everything down, what I did was hoover everything carefully, and it seems that what I've done is accidentally hoovered up one of those silver studs on the mouth of Darth. So unfortunately I'm missing that now. So what I was going to try and do maybe is contact Sideshow Direct and see if they can give me any advice. Obviously I'm gutted, you know, it's one of my favourite premium formats, so I'm pretty peed off about that, to be honest with you. This is just by Atticus. This was. I reviewed this long time ago. I've never been too sure as to whether it's quarter scale or 5th scale. I have a feeling it may be 5th scale. As I say, I'm not 100% sure. And then finally, under the spotlights, we've got Darth Maul. And the lights have really brought him to life because he is all in black. He was difficult to see in a non-lit cabinet, so now he's got the lights on him. You can see a lot more of the layering in the clothing, whereas before it just tended to be a little bit lost. And the Pred Alien, that gets perched on the original cabinets that I had. So I've got a spare place now on the left hand side, or the Pred Alien's right hand side, depending on which way you're looking at it, for one more bust. And then this is the original cabinets I've had for some time now, probably over 12 months. This one has actually got 8 lights inside it, so it is extremely bright inside this cabinet. If anything, it's probably got too many lights inside. General Grievous. I'll apologise for the lighting, I'm afraid, but anyway, I'll try and do a pan round of the room now. So this is more or less as you walk into the room. You've seen all this before, so I'll keep this quick. There's the DVD cabinet, and then panning round, you've got the new cabinets all over that wall now. So all that wall is basically cabinets glass cabinets all the way across, so whether it be the tall cabinets or these low level units. I'm hoping that I can some way adapt the tall cabinets and install some lighting in them, but we'll have to wait and see. And at the bottom of there I've just put my Master Replicas neuralizer and tricorder, and at long last Indiana Jones is on his own. Ever since I've had in Indiana Jones, he's always had to share the cabinet with Darth Vader, simply because I hadn't got the space. So finally he's got his own level now, and I'll try not to black out the picture by going over the window, but you can just see the facehugger, the chill out sofa, and then over that side of the room you've got the Pred Alien and that cabinet. Just to give you a slightly different angle, this is at the other end of the room. Quick view of the facehugger, and just one more angle of the cabinet on the other side. The Pred Alien, he looks a lot better on a higher cabinet. He was a little bit lost on the small table that I originally had him on. So he's looking pretty damn good at the moment. So that's a quick look round of the room as it stands now. You know, it may change again. I'm thinking of getting maybe one more smaller cabinet on the other side of the sofa, just a single unit that perhaps could hold a maquette or a premium format in the lower half, and then perhaps a bust on the top of the cabinet. So you know, it's like any collector, it's always changing and moving things around to accommodate new stuff. Future things, I've still got the Patient Zero bust on order. That's been on order for a while now. I had it on pre-order several months ago, and I ended up cancelling it because of various other costs I was dealing with at the time. But I saw a video of Mark's Patient Zero, and I was really impressed with it. And I think Hot Slayer had a video up as well of that, and just looks an amazing piece. So I've pre-ordered that one. Hopefully early February that should come through. And other things, I'm still interested in C3PO, as I've mentioned already. So hopefully, if I've got the funds, then I'll pick up a C3PO bust as well. I mean, it's an expensive game, as any collector knows. You know, you can only do this. You can only do so much. These new cabinets behind me have just cost me over £800, which is nearly about $1,400. So it's an expensive game. So the other thing I'm interested in, which I'm not sure when it's going to be released, hopefully maybe towards the end of this year, Fred Barton, the Robot Man, as he's known, who produces the full-scale C3POs and R2-D2s and various other figures for Sideshow Collectibles, is producing some Robocop pieces. They are producing quarter-scale Ed 209. Now, as you know, I've already got, if you've looked at some of my extremely old videos, I have actually got an Ed 209, although he's not on display in here. He's from Hot Toys, he's 6 scale, and he's quite a big piece at 6 scale, but I would imagine a quarter scale piece is going to be absolutely massive, so that should be an interesting one a bit later on in the year, or maybe early in 2012. It's probably a piece I'm not going to go for, because of the fact I've already got a 6 scale Hot Toys version. Then I'm not really interested in going for the quarter scale. But what Fred Barton is also producing for Sideshow Collectibles is a one-to-one bust of RoboCop. This is one I've been waiting for a long time, and it looks like my dreams will finally come true. So hopefully again towards the end of this year, or maybe the following year, we'll have a one-to-one bust finally of RoboCop. And from the pictures, it may be that the head shield that Murphy wears can be removed, so you can take off the head shield and it reveals the actor's sculpt underneath there. If you're feeling really flush, then Fred Barton is also producing a full-scale RoboCop, a full character scale, which is probably about 6.5 foot tall, something like that. So, but expect that to be very expensive, probably in the region of £5,000 to £6,000, I would imagine, if you wanted the full-scale figure. And that's it really. I haven't got anything else planned for this year. I think, like everybody else, we're waiting to see how the Avatar products turn out. I'm going to skip the Sideshow version. I'm waiting for the Nateri. I think it's possibly going to be third scale or half scale. We're not really sure at the moment. It's a bit sketchy, so we're not sure what's coming through on the Avatar front at this stage. But it will be interesting to see how as the year pans out. But for now, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll speak to you all again soon. See you.